big day for a couple of these teams. It's going to decide whether they go on to the round of 16, and we're going to have 6 best of ones for you here on eFrag TV. Sadly, on eFrag TV 2, we've got a bit of internet problems, so the matches will not be in English for the beginning. I think maybe if Blue is able to fix it, he'll be able to broadcast the rest of the evening, but you can always check out the different languages of our various partners of the World Championships. It's an absolute pleasure to have you guys today, and it's an absolute pleasure to have Neil. How are you doing?
Good afternoon, mate. I'm good, thank you. And you?
I'm good. Have you changed your mic?
I have indeed. I've changed my mic. I had a bit of testing of it over the course of this afternoon, so yeah, I think it's okay now.
Yeah, could you put the volume up a bit on your end?
Sure.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. But how you doing, Neil? I mean, how are things your end? How's your day been so far?
It's been all right. Just out sunny again today in Ireland, which is nice to see. And is it sunny over there, or?
Yeah, the weather's actually been really good today. It's hot. It's really hot today, and I'm feeling the heat at the moment.
From yesterday, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday, the good thing about yesterday was it was cloudy, but it was cool, and so I could, relax in the studio. But the lights are just killing me at the moment. Anyway, we've got ourselves a really nice start of the evening. We've started early today because it's 6 matches for those who have noticed, and for those who have just joined us. This is Group B, and basically what will happen now, we've got 4 groups, A, B, C, and D. 4 teams from each group will go up to the round of 16. They'll have 1 best-of-3 match, and then the winner of that best-of-3 match will actually qualify to the LAN finals that will happen in Belgrade between October the 8th and 11th. It's going to be an absolutely massive event, but I do believe we started, it's Dust 2, and we've got the knife round happening here on the server at the moment. We'll talk quickly about the lineups. As you can see, the Ukrainians, they don't have Fix they've got Bondik instead of Fix. I think Bondik wasn't going to make it, but now he's able to make it, so he'll be playing instead of Fix. We have Angel, Edward, Zeus, 2 Na'Vi players, and 2 Hellraisers players with Simple as well. They've got a very strong lineup here, the Ukrainians. I mean, they've played 2 games and only won 1, so it's still early days for them. They can't say for 100% that they are going to go through. And at the same time, the Netherlands yesterday with only 1 draw, so they've fielded a pretty strong side. As you were mentioning, Slane, the in-game leader, I mean, can you tell us a bit about him?
Yeah, Slane is an in-game leader for Netherlands. He will be definitely in-game leader. He's a 1.6er that used to play for teams like Lowland Lions for about 2 or 3 years, with, of course, Christian, the male sports player for the Netherlands there. So they've got a lot stronger lineup. I think they wanted to field Slane yesterday, but unfortunately he could not play. So this is a lot stronger lineup, definitely. More stability for Netherlands.
Yep. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to see how this Netherlands side is going to be. They'll be starting off on the T side as they lost the knife round. Ukraine starting off the CT side. And we say it with Dust too. It's a pretty CT-sided map on the top tier, but we've recently seen a lot of teams picking up some nice T rounds as well.
Yeah, I think it's just because, well, especially during these qualifiers, I think because it's more mixy kind of style, more puggy style. As in, they're not treating it like a pug, but it's just more fast tactic. But here we go, we have Netherlands here, fast out middle here, 4 people out middle.
Yep, they've gone for the B split, and look at that, Crucial getting the entry frag. It's a good start, changes for the USB, finds Angel as well, that's excellent, and it's an absolute massacre here over the B side. It's just Bondik on his own now with the armor and USB, and that's a very clean B split here from the Netherlands.
Yeah, lovely, just a clean, simple execute, a nice smoke down, the typical CT spawn smoke, as you can see, and then they cleaned it up, not even 1 death. A great round by Netherlands, looking very good in this pistol round.
Sorry about that, guys. I choked on my coffee earlier, and I've still got coffee in my throat. I'm going to die, but I'll be all right. So, yeah, it was very clean, very nice. So they'll be going for a buy, while Ukraine, it's very Ukrainian to go for a force, but we're seeing an eco? Is this real life at the moment?
It's just Deagles with no armor. I think this is probably a good choice. I don't really like force buying on the CT side, personally, anyway, so I think... Yeah. Well, you don't. Of course,
but it's cis. It's cis Counter-Strike. They always go for the force buys.
Yeah, I don't think
really
once we didn't see it yesterday. Every time it was like, yeah, it's just gonna be a force buy. we did every single time. But yeah, Ukraine deciding that probably they want to snow up on Simple. They might even go for double O. We'll see. Well, you never know. They could even win this round.
Yeah, you never know. It's true. They are moving towards the A site, though, the Netherlands players, and A site's relatively open here. They've got Simple over at CT spawn and Zeus at long, who does find one of the terrorists, but won't be able to land any shots. And at this distance, the 1D is pretty heavy. They have to be careful about it. Still, the accuracy as well, it's not the best of weapons, and I'm interested to see today how the update has affected the play style of the teams. I mean, are we going to see anything different? Are we going to see more dual elites, less M4A1s? we'll see. What do you think, Neil?
Yeah, definitely. I seen that last night. A big, massive update, as everyone probably knows. So I'm intrigued to see how that actually affects teams just coming on all evening. So I'm not actually sure. I haven't actually tested it myself, but I've heard from a lot of other players that it's a massive difference.
Yeah, just a quick, if you're getting a bit of lag on the stream, it's probably the internet. Either, yeah, somebody said like routing or your internet going not strong enough, because it's a pretty high bandwidth stream because it's 1080p 60 FPS. So for that reason, like you'll need a bit of a better connection. So go to 720p if you have any issues with your connection or with your stream, and see how that works. If 720p works fine, then
Even
it's probably due to that.
480p is perfectly fine as well. I watch streams on 480p and it's perfectly fine. So 480p maybe, if 720 is still a little bit laggy. Of course, we're the only platform that have 1080p, so we thought we'd try it out. But nice headshot by Lewis Rover there onto Angel.
Not bad at all by Lewis Rover. That was very nice. They saved those Desert Eagles, and they're saving a bit of money this round as well because they don't have to buy a lot of pistols. Simple, the only person purchasing that Desert Eagle. But yeah, again, you guys just go down 480p. I mean, why are you on dial-up? You don't need to watch on 480p. That's proper low, mate. It's like it's just cloudy. I can't see anything.
I watch some streams on 480p. Yeah? It's fine. Yeah, it's fine for me anyway.
Oh,
but obviously, I can do 1080p. I can do 1080p.
That's interesting. Well, it looks like they're gonna. I think they should go for it now. They should try and go for the retake because they're gonna buy up the next round anyway. And it seems like they're moving in together from short. Edward's gonna be boosted up. There is a smoke there, but it should be dissipating any second now. Simple firing away with that MP7, sorry, that he picked up, and there it is.
There, beautiful headshot there. They're
There's
just
the one
looking for exit frags, basically, just to take as much money off Netherlands as possible. Really, that's the main aim for Ukraine here.
And maybe pick up
maybe
what do you call
an AK. Even,
yeah, exactly. We'll see. I think for my goodness, again
Edward there, not a one, but
thank you very much. He's gonna get away with that AK-47.
That's perfect for Ukraine. That is perfect. They'll take that AK, no problem at all. Edward doesn't even need to buy, just armor. That's it. So great round for Ukraine there. They will be happy enough for that eco, taking 3 of the Netherlands guys out. But here we go. As always, Chris J got the AWP out here.
Oh, he's going to be dangerous. It's the Mouse Sports AWP now, who was a huge difference for the Netherlands yesterday when they're playing against Serbia, and was the main reason that they were able to take a draw out of that match. It could have been a win, but it was a very, very close game indeed. Now, Lewis Trevor looking for the entry here at long, and he's going to take down Zeus quite easily. They're not using that scout, in fact. They're deciding to go for the AWP straight away on Simple. And again, another high-impact AWP on the Ukrainian side. It's going to be Simple versus Chris J this game, or this map. There's no doubt about it. Nice job there by Bondic to take out Lewis Trevor. Get the return frag using the nade. And Chris J now searching for the entry here, using that side of the smoke. It's going to flash over, pop into pit, and this is dangerous. Now the CTs need to back away. It's going to be very easy, but Chris J's already down to Edward. It doesn't matter though. Crucial's going to pick up crucial double kill, and now the CTs have the one-man disadvantage.
Yeah, beautiful play by Chris, but look at Simple go here. 2 amazing headshots there onto Mike S and Crucial. That second shot was unbelievable, so fast. And now Slaying here in a 1v2 situation. Jump down into CT spawn now, has got the bomb. But he gets taken out by Angel.
Well, really nicely done by Simple to hold down the site, pick up those 2 frags, and got support from Angel, and they were able to take it round. So they won the first buy round, and from now on, Netherlands have to be a bit careful. Actually, they don't have a lot of money. Crucial's got 9k. Probably due to some SMG kills earlier, I'm assuming, or maybe due to the fact he didn't die until this round. But
it's just because he didn't die, really, because they did quite a lot of damage there, Netherlands. And of course, Mike Essia got the AWP at the long spawn just to try and get a pick, but doesn't get a pick. Simple with another kill here onto Lewis River, opening up this round.
Yeah, we'll see if the Netherlands can reset the Ukrainian economy by picking up this round. They've already got one-man disadvantage there, getting that mid-control that we usually see on Dust 2. First step to take. After that, you can do what you like, whether you want to go for a B split or perhaps move towards the A site from short. But it seems like they're thinking about that B split. They've got a bit of utility left, a couple of smokes, so they can go for that CT smoke, and Crucial's going to get flashed up. Make sure that it's clear, and they should be throwing that smoke soon. They don't want to really kind of show that they're doing the B split until exactly the moment they do it, and now they're going to move forward. Crucial now completely fast. That's a great flash by the CTs to slow down this mid push. Zeus though popping up on top of the box. He picks up 2. Angel's going to pop out, doesn't get a frag. Chris J's going on his own with the bomb. He'll be taken out easily by Angel, and this is a solid Ukrainian defense of the B site. Perfect movement by Zeus, and somehow I don't know how Crucial wasn't able to get the aim, but maybe it was just like a practice, but when you practice the maps and when you know even through the smoke that the CT is going to be standing at a certain height, you can easily get that headshot regardless. Either way, Crucial probably shot, thought that he wasn't there, backed away, and as the last player, he got taken out. 7 kills on him and 2 deaths. He's had a pretty good game so far, actually.
Yeah, he has indeed, but Ukraine taking that round easily and keeping the most important thing about that was none of them even died there, so that's probably the best outcome from Ukraine. And that was basically a pistol round strat that Netherlands did, but obviously the other way around now. Netherlands clean round on pistol, other way around, the hero in round 5, but now Netherlands on a full eco.
Yeah, Bondik is going to be seeing a lot of terrorists ahead of him. Will he be able to land his shots, though? He gets the first, gets the second. Oh, he's dinked pretty badly, and Loose Revo will take him out, but it's a bit too late here. Most of his teammates are being demolished. He picks up the M4, and now is in a 1 versus 4 with the bomb down over at mid. Can do some more economic damage here on the CT side, and he won't last for long, though, as Edward, the pistol master himself, will finish him off curtly with the USB. So 3-3, Ukraine are back. Netherlands happy with, I guess, picking up the first 3 rounds by getting the pistol. I mean, it's very important. However, if Ukraine continue being this strong, having such a strong defense, I find it difficult that the Netherlands will be able to pick up any rounds next in this half. But we'll see. They've got a full buy now once more, just no AWP and Chris J, however.
Yeah, Netherlands need to be extremely careful here. Ukraine are opening up a bank here, but 2 kills here onto Ukraine. Already got the advantage here. Mike S and Lua Revo going down. Great hold there at long so far. And Netherlands are retreating to middle here.
And Christian has not been much of an impact player so far. And as I say that, he doesn't get the spray down on Edward. There's Simple as well. He's got pretty low health. And wow, so fast there by Simple. Unbelievable. Doesn't even let a bullet leave the AK-47 to Chris J. But at least he's taken their focus for a moment and has allowed his 2 teammates to get the bomb planted on the A site. Now it's a retake here for the CTs. It's very possible for the Netherlands to win this round. Simple on really low health. He has to be aware of the nades. They've used all the utility now, the terrorists. They've got 1 person coming in from pit. They're just trying to time this perfectly, Ukraine. And they will be pushing at the same time. Simple going for that jumping no-scope. Angel, though, he'll get the entry. It's just Crucial on his own now. He's had a pretty good game so far, and he's going to take down Simple as well. It's Bondik versus Crucial, a 1 versus 1, and a very, very important round for both teams here as it's 3-3, and Netherlands are going to pick it up. I can't believe that, actually. Ukraine looked like they were in a solid position, but Christian opening up mid, getting a bit of attention from those 2 players. I think maybe Edward dropping down towards CT spawn was probably the first kind of mistake that Ukraine made that round, and it kind of opened it up for the Netherlands a bit, giving them short.
Yeah, it just gave him a small chance to win that round, and Crucial there with a 1v3 clutch there. Brilliant by him. That is exactly what Netherlands need now, and all they need now is to get this next round. That will break Ukraine's economy totally here. So massive round by Crucial. Fair play to him.
Yeah, very important round here for the Ukrainians. They have to win this, as you said, or else their economy will be broken. And this time around, I think perhaps the terrorists will be doing the B split once more, but they're not throwing down that smoke yet. They don't want to telegraph it for the CTs, because as soon as they throw in that smoke, it's going to be obvious what they're doing. Zeus is pushing forward. There's a good angle by Zeus. There's a CT smoke. He's definitely going to jump on top of that spot that he just had earlier. Edwards holding a pretty forward position as well here. Very confident by the Ukrainians holding these kind of spots. Zeus is going to pick up one, but only one is Crucial this time around. Will land the headshot. Angel trying to do something here from the doors, and he's actually contending. And this is super aggressive play here from the Ukrainians. They're not staying back and allowing them to go towards the site. They're pushing forward and trying to win those 1 versus 1s. Mike S, they're trying to put himself in a good flanking position, but was outflanked by Bondik, and that's a 2 versus 2 retake.
I don't think there was any need for him to do that, though. All he had to do is just go into low B and have control, and here we go. Ukraine are taking back over. Christian, though, it's a 1v1 situation, but Bondik does win it. Yeah, I think that was a massive mistake by Mike Hess there. There's no need to be doing stuff like that on a 3v2 situation. You've got control of B side. Just go low B. You've got full control of them tunnels. All they have to do is watch the doors. So, yeah, massive mistake there. And look at the money on the Netherlands. Not great at all.
Yeah, indeed. So the Netherlands, again, kind of threw away that run, but it was great movement from Bondik, who went from long, picked up that frag on Mike S, then was able to take the site from them, and pretty much was the reason they won the round. So this time around, Bondik winning that clutch, winning that 1 versus 1, as we have it tied and a full eco pretty much on the terrorist side. Simple. Knowing that they're on an eco, they're still going to hold a pretty aggressive position. That's an excellent shot. They tried to go for the flank. I don't know why they're doing that, and they're just going to give away 2 weapons and 2 kills as well. Edward pushing forward, and it's not really customary on an anti-eco round to push like that. Like, it's dangerous because you get into close quarters, especially with a Tech 9. If they're holding those spots, just like Mike S did there, they're able to pick up 2 kills easily.
Yeah, given the Netherlands a small chance here in this round. I don't think they should have pushed at all there, but here we go. 2v3 situation. Edward there obviously knows they're behind the smoke, spraying into that smoke, doing a little bit of damage onto both players here.
Yeah, indeed. So I guess what they can hope for is perhaps to cause more economic damage, but them winning the round doesn't seem so likely. It's just Mike S now who's run away with his booty, and he will try probably to get control of that bomb and maybe get a cheeky plant. It's 40 seconds left though. Doesn't have lots of time to make his move. And interestingly, the Ukrainians have just left the bomb and are hunting him down right now. He should be he'd be able to pick it up and go to the B site easily.
He's going to be cautious too. Obviously, he probably thinks that someone's around. So he's got 25 seconds. They've got the steps. I think a bomb plant will be massive for Netherlands here. They need that AWP on Christian at the moment. Simple is running all over them at the moment. So they need an AWP to try and take him out to get any more rounds on the board.
It's really interesting what the Ukrainians are doing at the moment. They're taking their time as well. And bomb plant for the Netherlands for free. He won't be able to do more.
That.
Yeah,
why let that? Why are they running after him? Like, oh,
frag hunting.
That's a free bomb plant. Yeah, frag hunting is pointless to be honest, and that's massive for Netherlands. They'd be extremely happy with that.
Yeah, exactly. But it really nicely done there by Mike S to get a bomb plant, even though he wasn't able to do much more other than that. But that gives them a lot of money, and as you mentioned, gives them a very important AWP, which should be given to Chris J, unless Chris J is not feeling it.
He's got a B spawn here. He's going to try and quickly get a B pick here, I think, and then drop it back to Chris J. That's what he did the last round when he's long spawn. So focusing on Mike S here, I'm going to see if he actually picked up a frag here.
Ooh,
and he does pick up that frag onto Simple here. He's going to try and get a second one in here.
Yep, he's dropped the Ukrainian AWP. This is really good. Now they've got access in towards the B site, but it's a nice rotation here from the CTs as they played another player forward. Oh, the double Molotov. That's going to cut off the terrorist attack. And Angel's still alive right behind the car. He picks up another frag. Mike S should probably have an angle here. Throws a flash down, and Zeus is going to back away. He's seen two terrorists in there, and they've done a good job, the Netherlands, because they've still left the remainder of their players across the map to keep map control and cut off that rotation from the Ukrainians. So really nice round by the Netherlands. An excellent play by Mike S. He got that the B spawn, as you just saw, and got the entry.
Yeah, good down Mike S there. Basically, that was the only reason why he bought that AWP for himself. That normally he would drop it to Chris J, but he just wanted that spawn. Bit of confidence. He is actually an AWPer himself sometimes, so yeah, great play for him. Simply won that round thanks to that opening pick on a star player. Simple. Indeed.
So, Inversely is asking me, who do you think is going to win this game? It's pretty difficult to say at the moment, but I have a feeling that the Ukrainian guys should be able to take this from the Netherlands. They've just got that extra star power that the Netherlands don't have at the moment. But so far, with the addition of Slain, we are seeing a different Netherlands. They look a lot stronger than they did yesterday, and they're able to actually play toe-to-toe with the Ukraine. They've got control of the site. It's a standard anti-eco here. The Ukrainians not going for the force buy again, and we're used to seeing Na'Vi players and Hellraiser's players just go for those force buys again and again and again, because they have confidence in their, kind of ability as players, and they're thinking, right, if I get a 5-7 and I get armor, I'm going to absolutely wreck these guys. Angel, he'll pick up a frag. This is relatively good. Edward actually getting an AK-47, and they're looking for exit frags now. They know they've lost the round, but if they can pick up another weapon, it's great for the economy, and I think they should be able to afford an AWP as well. Simple has 3.1k now, so he'll definitely, he can get a glass cannon, which we see Simple doing a lot. He just goes straight for the AWP without the armor. He doesn't mind doing that, and it really depends on his in-game leader. If he tells him, right, get an M4 and armor, of course. Simple. It's just simple. It's simple. He's going to go straight for the AWP. I
don't think he even listens to that. If someone tells him buy an M4, he'll just buy it up anyway, mate.
What? There is an M4?
The way he is.
Yeah.
But here's Mike S again. He's going to try and go repeat here and try and get a pick again, but Ukraine are prepared for this. They're going fast tunnels to see. But great! Oh, look at Crucial go!
That's excellent. It's an excellent read there by the terrorists. They just took a moment longer to wait for that push. And oh my goodness, Zeus! They line up for him. He only gets 2 though, and does a considerable amount of damage on Lewis Revo. And it's a 1 versus 3. Simple now playing for the retake, but I think he should just try and save that off. He's got no armor, and they know exactly where he is. He throws down that smoke, and he can back away. Not a perfect smoke. Maybe he did it on purpose because he wanted to peek. But either way, Simple is going to back away. And it's going to be expensive for the terrorists now to take him. Once Simple gets a nice defensive position and wants to save his weapon, it's going to cost the Netherlands. And they might not even be able to drop that weapon from him.
Yeah, Chris is just trying to hunt Simple down and take that AWP. They know he's got an AWP, but great 2 kills there by Chris. He's on 15 frags already so far, and the closest is 7. He's got more than double the kills than anyone on his team. He's having a fantastic half so far, and it's going to be 7-5 for Netherlands. That's a great result so far for them. They're looking to get this 10-5 half. That would be amazing for them if they take 10-5 here.
Oh my goodness!
Take it out, Simple. Oh my god, that is amazing for Netherlands. And
Yeah,
Simple will not be happy with that. But look at Ukraine here.
their money's gone. They won a round, and then they lost one, so their economy is destroyed. And now, actually, no, they didn't. They lost 2 rounds in a row, so they should have got quite a bit of money. 1.9k? No, they got less. I don't know how that works. They lost 2 rounds in a row. I don't know. It's an eco anyway. Oh my goodness, Slain, the in-game leader for the Dutch side, just lining up those shots and taking them out, and should be an easy round here. Angel's got a scout though, and it's a good map for the scout. I think like Dust 2's got a couple of positions where you've got a box in front of you and you should just jump and shoot from the box. You can get some easy kills. B is one of them, mid with that red box, and a couple of other positions. And it's interesting, I mean, we haven't seen the scout so much on, again, the Ukrainian side, except for that time. That was the only time they got it. So double up setup though now. And Luis Revo already down, already op down for the Netherlands. They've still got one on Micas. And this is interesting. I mean, do you think Christian is just not feeling the op at the moment?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. It's very strange that Lou Rivo is open instead of Christian. Obviously, I think, in my personal opinion, Christian would be more suitable of a choice, and Lou Rivo gets taken down straight away. But yeah, I think Christian, if they're going to go for that double op setup, Chris should definitely be open. Maybe he's not feeling it indeed.
That's interesting. I mean, he didn't have a great start so far in the game, but he's barely had the op, to be honest. I think it was 1 or 2 rounds, and then he's not even bothering to get it. But we do have one player perhaps trying to fake an A push here while the rest of the team push forward. But Simple is there in a great position to cut him off. And right now, I think they're just going to smoke off and change their decision, because running into a site with Simple holding the op, and he's probably got support from Angel as well, is not the best of ideas. But like this, they're keeping the pressure onto the CTs. The CTs are not too sure. They don't have information now from mid, so this makes their attacks on either the A site or the B site a bit more of a surprise. But I think that was a cheeky peek, shoulder peek by Zeus. I'm not too sure if he saw them, and they throw down that nade, and that's a perfect nade. 39 damage on him, and he just has to move out of position. Slain has already got his crosshair placed perfectly, and now they're going to get the bomb plant as well. It's a 3 versus 3 retake, and this is very interesting here.
Yeah, very interesting indeed. I don't know who advantage, so probably Netherlands. They got full control of the site, and Slain takes another person out here, 3v2 here, and this is disastrous for Ukraine here. This could be really good here for Netherlands if they win this round. All they got to do is hold this A site.
Oh, Edward's going to go straight for Chris J, and he isn't able to do much. There's just one player remaining, and that's Mike S. Can he hold them off for long? Is it even planted for short? If it's not, that's a big, disastrous mistake. Oh, it's planted for short, so all he has to do is just go for the kills there, but Bodnik's going to take him out. It's good teamwork here by the Ukrainians, and they pick up a very important round, because already the Netherlands 8-5 up. I mean, Ukraine at the moment need those 7 rounds on the CT side. I mean, they chose the CT side. They're assuming that they're going to play better on the CT side, so they don't want to have that kind of mental block of knowing that they only picked up 6 rounds, but really important round. They're able to take it, and also they will be able to afford a double op setup, which is very powerful on Dust 2. But look at that, we've got the for the final round, we've got, what's his name, the firing squad. We had 3 ops, one on Luis Trevor.
Yeah, indeed. He's actually dropped it now, so double op here. Christian and Mike S now going to be open here for Netherlands. I'm going to be on.
All right, now they're just holding long, and they've got a player over at the tunnels as well to make sure that the CTs don't rotate on the tunnels towards mid. And it's interesting that they're not peeking with the ops at mid. They throw down the smoke. I think they're going to go for a B split here, the way the bomb's being moved towards mid and down. And at the moment, perhaps they're just waiting to get maybe an entry, because they know the Ukrainians are quite aggressive. There's Angel, and Angel's going to win that 1 versus 1. And already the terrorists have the man disadvantage, and still holding that kind of form that makes sure that they don't get flanked from either A long or from tunnels. And with control of mid and short, it seems like it's going to be an A push. And it's a good idea, because the CTs are thinking they're going to go for a B split. So but no, they're going to go for a B split. Interesting. They're all going to move in from mid. And the CTs are set up perfectly for it. So they're going to take him out very, very easily. So for a moment, I mean, they could have tricked them, but the trick didn't work out. Edward holding the B side. He'll take down Luis Trevor, and it's just Mike S. So a bit of a wrong call by the Netherlands, kind of giving Ukraine that round. And I guess at the end of the day, when you don't have information like that, it's difficult to know if, you know, the CTs have changed and switched one guy from the A site towards mid. You know, sometimes it's just bad luck, I guess.
Yeah, but Zeus was holding down that middle very well down that last round. He's been holding middle very well, except for the pistol round, of course, that Netherlands did take. But 8-7 for Netherlands. They'd be happy enough for that. To be honest, this is a very different Netherlands side than I've seen last night. Didn't look like there were any stability at all in the Netherlands team last night. I think they played very poorly yesterday, in my opinion. Got
Yeah.
absolutely smashed by Spain yesterday. Didn't pick up. I think they only picked up one round on terrorist side Cash.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible. They got completely outplayed.
It was.
Yeah. Quick reminder, guys, we do have a subscriber giveaway at the end of today. If you'd like to take part in that, you can join the pun team by subscribing for $4.99. But make sure that you know a lot of puns, or that you are good at doing puns, because that's one of the requirements of being part of the sub team or the pun team. So just subscribe. You actually get €5 off G28 as well. And by the way, if you're a bettor, if you like to gamble with your money and you would like to gamble on these European matches, check out esportgaming.com, because you get $15 off if you use that TWC referral code. So do check them out. They are our partners for this event. Awesome guys. Same with G28 and, of course, Hitbox. If you've not made an account and you're listening and watching this broadcast at the moment and you think it's an all right broadcast, then make sure that you throw Hitbox, check it out, because they're one of the main reasons we still exist, and one of the main reasons we're able to kind of provide you with this tournament and provide you with this broadcast. But we have started the second half. Netherlands with 8 rounds, but it's still anybody's game, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Close game, yeah. Pistol round's going to be very important here. For both sides, anyway. As it always is.
I mean, it's always important, but here it can probably decide the future of this match, or of this best of one. For those who've just joined us, it is Group B, where each team will be playing the other 5 teams in best of ones, and the top 4 will be going on to the round of 16. After winning the round of 16 match, they qualify to the LAN finals in Belgrade between October the 8th and 11th. And we do have an interesting 3-man stack here towards mid, and a double stack here as Mikes is on top of his teammate. Ukraine seem to be getting ready to push forward, and oh my goodness, they're all going to be absolutely and utterly flashed. Mikes somehow finds a shot through the flash as well. Lewis Revo able to back away and regain his control, and he goes for the shot that doesn't find Edward, picks up a frag. So it's a 3-on-3. Zeus is on relatively low health earlier on in the round, and they've got one player pushing in long. So this is a great response by Bondik, the flip side player, to take control of the A side, and knowing that there's nobody else, they're able to push in from short and get the bomb planted. So it's really nice, and it was an interesting choice by the Netherlands to go for that 3-man stack on mid.
Yeah, basically just stack it, I call it the 4K stack at middle, just watching short. But yeah, great play by Bondik. Basically, the lurker there, getting full control along there, and just quickly telling his teammates, get up short, A's clear, and that's the only reason why they've got this bomb down so fast. But it's 2v2. Great headshot by Zeus there onto Lewis Revo. It's going to be extremely hard for Crucial here to win this. They've got a nice little crossfire here, but Crucial does pick up Zeus.
Oh, he's against Edward, though.
Kit.
He's got a kit, he's got a flash as well, and he's going to go for it. There's not a lot of time left, and Edward's just firing away. Oh, he goes for the defuse, and he finds the headshot as well. Fantastic by Crucial. Does he have enough time for the defuse?
He has got enough time. He has got
what a
enough
clutch
time.
there.
Oh my god.
Unbelievable. And unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. Again, Crucial performing out of his mind. He's on 19 frags and 9 deaths. He's had a fantastic dust too against the Ukrainians. And, you know, you'd expect somebody like Chris J to be the one doing the heavy lifting. But no, it's Crucial. Absolutely amazing. And that's such an important pistol round as well. We do see a force buy here from the Ukrainians. Edward actually able to afford a Galil and armor and quite a lot of utility as well, as they did get the bomb plant. So they're not going to go for the eco and then third round buy. They're going to go straight for the second round buy, and they're going to try and break that Netherlands economy, because they know they can't give them too much of a gap when it comes to the round difference.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a massive round here for both teams. Yeah, Netherlands, what they don't want here is to lose this round, and they have absolutely no money for the next 2 rounds. So both teams here, really important for both teams to win this round.
Yeah, and now we're seeing more of the kind of force buy we expect from the Ukrainian players. I think maybe it was just the way they want to play the CT side. They don't want to force it up. But on the terror side, I think we're going to see more forces, especially with the Tech 9 armor combo, which is quite destructive, as you will see very, very soon. They're getting ready for a B split, and the CTs are set up perfectly for it. They've got one person boosted up already here at CT spawn, one person peeking from doors. They just need to make sure that they do not get flashed. And he's got a scout as well. He's checking tunnels though, and they are going to be pushing forward. They're flashed by one. I think it was a terrorist flash that did it, and they will find the entry frag on Bondik. Mikes has to play big. He's still alive. Nobody's actually checking. He's going to pick up another frag. Chris J with the scout gets one, and there's a jumping scout shot from Simple. Goodness me, the bomb's going to be planted now into the 3 versus 2 retake as the CT's coming in really, really fast. Simple unable to find that headshot, and it's just up to Zeus, but he's not going to be able to do anything. And another crucial performance by Crucial as he takes up those 2 remaining kills and wins the round for the Netherlands. So excellent start for the terrorists, but they weren't able to keep the site.
Yeah, it's a massive round for the Netherlands, but bomb down for Ukraine. Not the worst in the world for them. At least they're going to have some bit of money, and I never know, they might even buy up maybe Tech 9's armor. Just a little bit. No, just pistols and no armor. But yeah, great round by Crucial, putting his tally to 21 frags, more than double still frags than anyone else on his team. He's having an outstanding best of 1 game here so far.
Indeed. So just a shout out for Spartan 11T. You stole my pun, but I'm going to give it to you. You have access to the pun team if you'd like. You just have to pay €5. Mike Esco starts it off with a frag, and there's a push from Chris J as well. This is nice on the CT side.
The P90.
The Pro 90, man. I mean, you know, Chris J is a pro. It's the Pro 90. It makes it works. It really works. Simple actually getting a frag on Mike S to pick up the M4, but won't do much after that. So a very nice round there by the Netherlands, and they just read that B perfectly. They pushed in, I guess, at the same time from lower tunnels and upper tunnels, and they just took them out. So I think right now Slane is actually doing a good job on the CT side, reading them. They've had a couple of good reads of the Ukrainians, including that B split, and now just this round here on the eco. They expected that B push, but we do see a full buy from the Ukrainians. Can the Netherlands, though, defend against the full power? There's the pop flash. Edward has to move. He's burning alive. He's completely flashed. I don't even think he knew that the Molotov was under him.
No, he didn't. No, someone actually blocked him, blocked him, couldn't get out, and then he just Molotov. No, but yeah, 4v4 at least. Slaying there with a Molotov kill. Look at Angel here. Oh, Chris J with the P90 there, the Pro 90 picking up Angel there, and he's just going to fall back into B. Advances Netherlands here. Well,
the Netherlands looking very, very strong indeed. Ukraine are in a lot of trouble, and this is not looking good for teams like Serbia and Spain. That's simple. We'll find an entry on Lewis Srevo. Because, I mean, Spain's only on 6 points. Serbia have got 2 more games. So, I mean, Spain is just going to hope that Netherlands and Serbia don't do well, or Hungary doesn't do it. These 3 teams, one of them has, you know, shouldn't do well. I think Ukraine is going to have easy games against Hungary and Serbia. I don't think we're going to see any surprises there. But look at this. We've got one player boosted on top. It's Chris J with the P90. I don't know how he found himself. Just, you know, chilling on top here, relaxing, enjoying the breeze. Oh, he's going to drop down as well.
Oh my god, nice kill onto Simple there.
Element of surprise from Chris J, but he only gets a kill for his trouble, and that's impatience for you. Had he waited, he might have done a lot worse, and or a lot better for his team, but a lot worse for the Ukrainians. And now it's a 2 versus 2 retake, and you can see we're seeing a lot more M4A4s, not a lot of M4A1s after that update.
Yeah, indeed.
Look at this. Crucial coming in from the double doors, his teammates. Oh, nice flash there. I think you use the pole to throw the flash in towards the site. There's one more person remaining. They know exactly where it is. Zeus is not going to be able to do much. Actually, he takes down Crucial, but there is a defuse kit on Mike S, and they should be able to pick this round up. So Netherlands now 12-7 up, and it looks like they're running away with this game. Really, really nice performance by them, and fantastic performance by Crucial.
And also picks up the AWP there for Chris J to have for this round here. But we got AKs across the board here for Ukraine. This is a big round. They need to get some momentum into this game, or they're going to lose and be upsetted here by the Dutch. This could be a massive result for them. Not
as we expected, bearing in mind that they did lose
Not at all.
against the Spaniards. But they didn't have Chris J, and they did not have Slane as well. And they have definitely given a transformation to the team. And I mean, there's something you know very well, Neil, is that when you have a capable in-game leader who tells you what to do, how to move, where the players are coming from, what to expect, it allows you to activate your potential a bit more. Isn't that true?
Yeah, it's massive to have a good, stable in-game leader with a lot of experience like Slane. I knew he'd bring a lot to this Netherlands team. I knew we'd see a better Netherlands team, but wasn't predicting this. 12-7 up against Ukraine with players like Zeus, Symbol, Edward. This is massive for them. So yeah, hats off to him. He's doing a great job so far for Holland. Netherlands.
I mean, he's been one of the reasons why a player like Crucial is performing so well as well. Maybe Dust 2 is his map, but we didn't see this kind of Crucial against any of the other teams or in any of their other matches, including their match against Serbia.
Yeah, he's a confidence player, I think, mate, to be honest. He needs someone to keep giving him that confidence, and that's what's happening. You can see from his score, 22 frags already, and he's improved a lot since yesterday.
Well, 4 M4A4s and an AWP on Crucial, not on Chris J. He's still deciding against using that. Slane's going to get a lot of information, throws in a flash. He needs support from his teammates. Oh, and that flash is perfectly timed. He's got one person with him. That's Crucial. Doesn't land his shot. He's getting pushed from short at the same time, and this is a perfectly timed and executed A-split from the Ukrainians. The CTs didn't know what just hit him. AWP's going to be picked up by Simple. He goes straight for it. He could smell the AWP, and now they're going to try and go for the retake. It's 3 versus 3. Simple is going to find a CT on top over towards short, and he's going to find the shot. It took him a bit longer than to be expected from Simple, but it doesn't matter because he lands the shot, and there you have it. Mike S goes down, and that AWP that was given to him by Crucial was a gift from above. 12-8, and Ukraine have one more lifeline to get back into this game.
Yeah, indeed they do. They adapted very well to Netherlands. I think they've noticed that Netherlands are actually playing free towards the B site, and they adapted well there. crunching crucial in from 2 different angles. He had no hope. He was lucky even to get 1 frag there. So yeah, Ukraine have adapted finally to Netherlands' style of play. So I'm interested to see if Netherlands will change it up again now coming into the next buy round on round 22.
Yeah, indeed. So Simple's going to throw down that mid smoke, reduce the visibility of the CTs on a full eco. And I like what they've done here. They've got some nice setups on the B side and on short. They've got like 2 players both aiming at the same direction so they can make trades. And in fact, Slane is there to pop flash them as well if they feel like they're moving short. So it's a nice setup. He's just going to make sure they're not coming in from long at the same time. And they could do some damage here because the terrorists are really split up, and this is not going to work well for them. I mean, they get the information that there's one person. That's a great Molotov from Edward, well thrown. And now they're just going to make the trades as they move in towards the B side. That's more like it. I think one of the mistakes some pro players do, and it's a weird thing that someone like me is saying it's a mistake pro players do, but I honestly, from watching, it always causes heartbreak when you just go alone and try to just solo man it on an anti-eco, because you never know what could happen. Like if your teammate can't get the trade, then you're giving away a weapon and giving the other team a chance on an anti-eco.
Yeah, indeed, but Mike Hess here with the AK 3v1, he's probably got no chance of winning this round with the bomb planted at B. He's going to save that AK. Not bad for Netherlands, picking 2 people up now. And this next round is going to be massive now. I'm wondering if Christian is going to be open here. I'm hoping to see it up. I haven't seen a lot of open from him this afternoon. Yeah. I really want to see him open.
But, I mean, he doesn't have to, it seems.
Yeah,
although I would expect... Exactly, but I'd expect a double-up setup now from the CT side if they have the money for it. And they definitely do if they want to, because Mike has saved that AK-47. They can get an AWP on 2 players, both Slane and Christian, but they won't have all the utility that they want. So there you have it. Look, he heard your prayer, mate. He heard you. You said you wanted to see the AWP on Christian.
Finally.
And he's got it. He's got it. Simple, though. He's going to be peeking. Goes for a reflex shot. I don't think Christian is anywhere near his position anyway. Christian's decided to move towards the B site instead. It's a good flash by Angel, actually slowing down the CTs and not allowing them to go into their proper positions because they're a bit afraid of that early B push that we do see. And they will go for the mid control once more, the terrorists.
I like the setup here for Netherlands, so they've changed it up now and they've got 3 towards A, maybe predicting that they're going to go for a repeat of the last gun round where Ukraine was so successful in. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Netherlands adjust to this.
Loose Trevor, he needs to play it smart here. If he goes for the peak, he's just going to give away a kill very easily because terrorists are always checking mid. They're always making sure they don't get peaked. Ooh, that Molotov really burnt him. He's going to make a lot of noise as well. They know there's somebody here. He throws a good nade though.
He needs to get out of there.
Yeah, the thing is, when you put yourself in a corner like that, you either have to stay there or move out early. Because as soon as you move out of it and make the noise, they know which position you were and which position you're going to. And it's just an easy frag. So they've got the man advantage. That position by Lucerev, I mean, we saw it early on. It didn't look like it's going to work out. Great Molotov actually forces Mikes to move out of position. And they need to go for the rotation now. But Crucial is very smart indeed. He stays over out long. There's a return from Edward. They're just making the trades here on the T side. They've still got the man advantage and a 2-man advantage here. Slaying the in-game leader, trying to pick up frags from CT spawn. And it's going to be very difficult for the CTs to retake the site at the moment. It seems like they're deciding to save the weapons that they have. And they don't feel confident enough. Oh, no, they're coming in from short. I spoke too soon. I was thinking they've only got a man disadvantage. They need to go for it. And they can't if Chris Jake can find his true form with that AWP. Moving forward, Angel will take down Slane. There's a return from Chris Jake and Simple. And you know what? You've got Chris Jake on the CT side, but Ukraine have Simple. And honestly, on paper, it's pretty difficult to call who is the better AWP between the two. I mean, I think they're both out of this world, to be honest.
Yeah, just in general, they're both out of this world, really. But Ukraine are really finding it easy to get into this A site in the last 2 gun rounds, and Netherlands are struggling to hold this A site, and it's gonna kill them, really, if they don't hold that site before the end of this game. Ukraine are just gonna run away with it if they can't hold it.
Yeah, and you see that extra life on that round they got, it just changed the momentum completely. And they've actually, out of the 4 rounds that they've just played, they've picked up, this would be considered an eco, so they've picked up 2 anti-ecos. So that's 50% of the rounds given for free just because of the way the economy works in this game. And the fact they've been able to drop weapons from the Netherlands consistently, even though they got that bit of a lead. So at the moment, Ukraine looking great and on their way to regain the lead that they had earlier on, and to put themselves on a similar scoreline to the Netherlands. So at the moment, this is probably, I think, looking at the money, And looking at them, kind of the way the momentum is working, if they don't have the ability to win this round, I think the Netherlands will not come back into this game. We will not see a comeback from the Netherlands. I think they're just going to lose all the remaining rounds.
Yeah, I'm just hoping they can adjust to exactly what Ukraine are doing and look at Ukraine again. Probably setting up 2 people outside. Bondik has got the bomb at lower B, so I'm interested to see. They might probably go for that short take again, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible.
It's
right
working
now,
easily for them.
yeah, it's really been working out for them. And the thing is, they're taking advantage of the CTs being a bit too aggressive sometimes. And when they get that pick at the beginning, oh, it's Chris J versus Simple, but Chris J is going to come out the better, and that's the start that the Netherlands wanted and the Netherlands needed. Great flash over, and you know what? When you have a player like Chris J, you can put him in those kind of positions, in peaking positions, because he will win those 1 versus 1s, especially when he has the open hands.
Look at Lou Rivers here. He's going to pick up a quick frag onto Zeus, getting all the information there.
Look at this, but he's going to get shot by Edward from behind. Again, it was smart by Luis Revo, but maybe not really worth it.
Only 1 frag, yeah, but he took out long there. They know that he's not going to come long, at least for another few seconds. So great information by him. Maybe went a bit too aggressive, but still good by him. But here goes Ukraine here, taking over long now, knowing that Luis Revo is the long player and dying there.
Oh, look at Angel. He does a bit of damage, puts on pressure, then backs away. He's going to find Slain as well. Crucial will be taken down by Edward and finished off, and this is just very difficult to deal with. When the Ukrainians are getting those entry frags over at long, over at short, there's not much you can do as a CT. And the thing is, this map is that's why it's a bit more T-sided. The angles that it has and the kind of wide gaps makes it easier for terrorists to get those entry frags, especially on the ones the B side. But it's Chris J. He picks up one on Bondik. It's the 3rd as he takes down Angel with a fantastic no-scope. Is he going to make it 4 here? It's just Edward on his own. The bomb's planted and he's going to take him out. Beautifully done there by Chris J. I can't believe my eyes. That's the Chris J that they wanted, and he just needed an AWP in his hands. Perfect. We see the new Spider-Man cables as they go for the defuse. I think that's the first time we've actually seen, we've seen loads of diffusers, but the first time I've seen a diffuse in a 3rd-person kind of view, and I've seen those cables. But fantastic by Chris J. What a round by him, and he's pretty much single-handedly took out the Ukrainian team that round.
And that is why he is known as the Netherlands' best player in the country. You've just seen an amazing four-man there by Chris at a vital time for Netherlands. But this is the round they really need more. If they win this round, they're going to get some money on the back here. This is an important round for them, otherwise they are money screwed.
Yeah, and I mentioned, like, if they didn't win that, there wasn't a chance of them coming back. But with this round win, with Chris J, like, feeling a bit more confident, he's in a great position to lead his team forward. He takes the first frag. Is he going to find a second? Yes, he will. Through the flash, Mikes is going to get one of the AK-47 that they saved around before, and it's just 2 Ukrainian players remaining. Zeus is going to find the entry, and now Mikes needs to stay alive and wait for his teams to come in and support him. There's the pop flash coming in over from mid, but it's not good enough. Zeus gets the second frag as well, so it's 2 versus 3 now. Somehow Simple and Zeus have put themselves in a position to perhaps get a bomb plant, but Slain pops out from nowhere over towards the tunnel, and it's just Zeus searching for an ace, looking for an ace, trying to match what Chris J just did to him. I don't know why Slain is actually pushing forward, but luckily for him, Zeus had his nade out, and they're going to win that round 14-11. And the Netherlands, after an incredible performance from Chris J, are back on the scoreboard with 2 rounds in a row.
And what I want to ask you is, while we're speaking to Sean, soon,
yeah.
Is there going to be an upset, a massive upset? Do you think it's going to happen?
Yeah, I think the Netherlands have this now. I really think they've got this. I mean, that 4K by Chris J just did it. It really did it. The momentum's back on the Netherlands side. They feel confident. They feel like they can take this. They feel like they can win those 1 versus 1s. And look at it. Micah starts it off with a great push towards tunnel. And right now the terrorists are making a huge mistake by not getting that map control early on in the round as the T side. And they will be punished for it. But Micah goes down by an excellent nade. I think it was from Edward? No? Who was it? Oh, it was Bondik.
Bondik.
Yeah. They've got a 2-man stack over at short, and it's smart by Netherlands, because when you have 2 players on short and you don't have anyone in long, you can still kind of defend long from short. So it's the best kind of way of using the last 2 players, in my opinion, rather than having 1 at long and 1 at short that both will lose their 1 versus 1 duels. Having 2 at the short area means that you can get the trades and you can pick up a couple, and they can also help each other with pop flashes and whatnot. But it's still a 4-on-4. I mean, this technically favors the terrorists as far as entering sites are concerned, but they've got a good kind of setup here, and Chris J does a very important thing by getting that information. They're not on tunnels, so Slain and his teammates should know they're moving in towards the A site sooner or later, and they shall be ready for this. There's the Molotov in the corner, but there he's got support from his teammate. He only gets 1 frag. The 2 entries from Bondik and Simple, and now it's a 3 versus 2 with Crucial and Chris J working for the retake. But these 2 players have had an excellent game so far. Can they continue with this, or is this going to be a Ukrainian comeback?
It's going to be extremely hard with both players having AWPs here for Crucial and Chris. Nice shot. No,
my
no scope
goodness.
onto Bondic there, but Simple replies straight away onto Chris J.
It's all up to Crucial now. Crucial with a great Molotov. Simple missing his shots, but there's the return from Edward. And this game is so back and forth at the moment. Ukraine with another round, 14-12. And look at the money at the Netherlands now. No money for a buy. It's going to probably be 14-13. And Ukraine, every time, you know, we think, okay, Netherlands have got this. They're going to get away with it. All of a sudden, the Ukraine are back. And Edward's going to be playing with an MP7. That tells you as well that the Ukrainian economy is not doing great.
Be eco.
But the thing is, if Ukraine... well, if they win this round, they'll be okay if they keep their weapons. But had they lost this round, which they won't because they're going to be ecoing, it would have been the game for the Netherlands. So right now they need to be really careful, really careful in this anti-eco, because you never know. You could have a stack like they have now over at short, and you get taken out. But luckily for them, they're not going for short. They go for long instead. And Bondic, using that long-range distance, he's easily going to take out those pistols without armor, and it's a round for Ukraine. So 14-13. Both teams now, next round, should be able to afford a full buy. And I wonder if we'll be able to see an AWP on Chris J. I don't think so, though. I think we're not going to see an AWP on Chris J. And that will be a game changer. Right now, Micah's just on his own, hoping for an exit frag, hoping to God probably that Simple comes to him and that he just picks up an easy AWP. Simple is really far away at the moment. He's all over at the ace line. So what do you think, Neil? I mean, as the game's been going, who do you feel is going to take this best of one? It's been so close.
Yeah, indeed, it has been really close, but I think it's all going to come down to this next round. Whoever takes this next round, I think, will take the game. But I think with Crucial's money, he might be able to drop Chris and up, but he probably won't have any armor, so I'm intrigued to see what will happen. I don't think they will actually have enough for anyone to AWP at all, so just would be interesting to see if Netherlands can hold it with 5 M4s across the board coming up in this next round. I really want to see them hold this A site. They haven't done a good job at it at all, and they need to think of something to make sure that Ukraine don't run away and win 16-14, because if they do win 16-14, I don't think Netherlands will have a chance to get through even to the round of 16.
Yeah, the Netherlands need to win this game. They've played... Who did they play? The Netherlands right now have played Spain, they lost. They played Serbia, they drew. So they've still got a tough game against France. And they've got a game against Hungary, and I don't really think they're going to beat France. But
look at this by Netherlands. They've decided to go safe and go for a double eco here to try and get the double AWP. Maybe double AWP set up for the 29th round. So yeah, it's going to be
a gamble. It's a gamble. But the Netherlands are going... It's all in, basically. It's all in right now by the Netherlands. They're not playing for the draw. They're going straight for the win here. And I think it's a smart decision by them as well. A really smart decision.
Yeah, they're not forcing themselves into a buy that I don't want to do, obviously, because we've got talented AWPers in the Netherlands team, in Crucial and Chris J. So I think probably the wise decision, to be honest. Yeah,
it should be another easy round for the Ukraine, which means, based on the fact that they've just won 2 rounds in a row without losing barely any weapons, they're going to have more than enough money for the last 2 rounds, if it goes for a draw, or if it goes for the win for the Netherlands. So Ukraine right now, they've pretty much probably, even if they lose this round, they'll have money for the last round, so there's a high chance that they can get that draw, but they want the win. They want those 3 points. They want to make sure that they do qualify to the round of 16, and then have an opportunity to qualify to the LAN finals, because they are one of those teams you do expect to be at the LAN finals of the World Championships. But here we have it. We've not got any AWPs on the Netherlands, even though they did a double eco. Instead, we've got all the utility they need, all the Molotovs and the nades. I don't know. Is that the right decision by the Netherlands?
It's extremely strange, to be honest, to see this. I really did not expect this at all. So I'm wondering to see if this will actually be successful here. Again, they've got 3 towards the B side there with number 6 Slay in there in CT spawn behind the smoke here.
It's a bad CT smoke.
I think this is a bad call. I think this is a bad call to do this though, like to actually put 3 towards B. But no, they're going to go out middle here.
They're going for a B split, and it's a bad smoke because Slane's got a great angle on them. I don't know if they know yet. Simple has to wait for Zeus to check the angle first. I think Zeus is going to renew that smoke. Very nicely done by Zeus. They're not going to make any mistakes here, so Slane should be jumping on top of that box soon, and they're going to make sure that they take him out. He's going to jump right through the smoke. Do they know, though? Loose Revo picking up a frag over towards short. Simple needs to get the return as soon as possible. They can't have that man disadvantage. There's an excellent flash and a great usage of the utility, but they're running out of it, and with 35 seconds left on the clock, it's going to make it easy, whatever site they choose. Simple somehow finding ahead, and oh my god, he makes it look so simple, but it's far from that. They're now moving in towards the A site, and it's a 4 versus 4 retake. They've got one person over at long. He's backed away, is waiting for his teammates, and I think the CTs are going to try and go for the retake from short and long at the same time. But look at this, the terrorists still have quite a lot of utility to defend the A site as well.
And I think I keep repeating myself that Netherlands are just not holding it at all properly. I don't think they've been losing a lot of rounds because of this, and this is going to be hard for them to retake. Ukraine are set up here to hold this bomb site.
Right now, what the Netherlands can do, they can play for the draw by keeping their weapons.
No,
They're going to go for it.
Slane.
Oh, Slane with a double kill. Edward has to perform big here. He's going to get a double kill in return. Now it's a 2 versus 2. There's not a lot of time left. Crucial has to find his headshot. He's had a fantastic game so far. He's going to take down Simple, but do they have enough time for the defuse? What a round here by the Netherlands. Are they going to be able to make it? 2 seconds left on the clock, and he just gets the defuse. Oh my goodness. It couldn't have
0.02 seconds.
it couldn't have been
That's
closer.
exactly what it was. Oh my god.
It could not have been closer, and Ukraine have lost their ability to get 3 points out of this match. They've still got money for the final round, but what a retake there from Crucial and Chris J, and that's the kind of performance you need. But you cannot like deny the fact that Slane's double kill at the beginning, that was the game changer, really. If it wasn't for that, they wouldn't have been able to push in towards the site like that. But what a round there by the Netherlands, and specifically by Chris J and Crucial, as we will play match point and the final round of this best of one. And what a fantastic best of one it's been here at the World Championship European group stage. Right now, the terrorists getting control of that mid, as they usually do at the beginning of the round. Making sure they don't get flanked as well at the same time while they do this, putting on a bit of pressure, hoping the CTs will be in aggressive positions. But this is as passive as we've seen Netherlands. Look at this. They're holding such passive positions. Chris J all the way up at the window with the M4. And he's got Slane, though. He pop flashes him so he can get some information. And with the way it is, I think they're going to be moving in towards the A side, especially if Simple gets this entry. And the A side has been the weak point. Ukraine know that as well. They know that they've been able to get into the site. They probably will do again, but can they hold it? Just waiting for the utility to be used up here by the Netherlands. Not a lot of time left, 30 seconds. They need to be fast. Maybe just go for a short plant, but they've got 2 players moving in from long as well. They've forced Lewis Trevor back with those flashes. And this kind of position, it's difficult to land the shots, but will he be able to? 3 terrorists are going to be popping up in front of him. They line up for him. He doesn't get anything. Crucial's going to get a frag over at long. Simple takes down Lewis Trevor. Bondic with a frag as well. And now it's just 3 CTs remaining. They don't want the repetition of the Serbia match to be the true case here. They don't want a draw. They need a win right now, the Netherlands. They need those 3 points. And these 3 players are pretty much the hope of the Netherlands right now. Great positioning by Bondic. He takes down Chris J, and it is going to be a draw. And just like that, 15-15, 1 point, and what an anti-climax to such a climactic match. And both teams are going to come out of this with 1 point. I don't think the Netherlands are going to be pretty happy about that. However, Neil, that's all they're going to take out of this best of one.
Yeah, that's a great match again. Netherlands been the entertainers, I think, of this group. 2 draws for them. It's been 2 extremely close games, but yeah, they're extremely unlucky not to even get 1 win out of these 2 games, and they're not in the best positions in this group. Only 2 points from four games, I think? No, from 3 games.
Yeah.
So they've got 2 more matches tonight, 1 against France and 1 against Hungary, I think. So they need at least... I think if they get 1 win out of them 2 games, they will probably get through, but only in 4th position. But yeah, great game to watch. It was back and forward again.